Tickets for the in-person Sin Week events are available through the end of January. Don't miss out on your chance to join the Sin Crew and the Sin Club for delicious food, sinful movie watching, and more. The live event is in Nashville this March. Check the link in the video description for all the details.
Welcome to Sin Week! Woo!
Scene does not contain an adult swimming.
I can't hold them off, Rick!
I love a strong cold open, but would it kill the show to just once begin at the start of an adventure? Just once. I swear linear storytelling is starting to become the new non-linear storytelling, and no one wants that. I think. Get it? He's shelling the beach? But if you designed a weapon to shoot seashells, wouldn't the barrel shape need to be more seashell-shaped? I guess what I'm saying is, if Sally shoots seashells by the seashore, then she should shoot seashell-shaped shooters, I'm sure.
Your fortress is a salty waste of coral and clam.
Disney didn't even attempt to incorporate any of Mr. Nimbus into their version of Namor. Also, I'm sure I wasn't the only one who recognized this guy enough to know that it was a callback, but not enough to remember that it's supposed to be Rick's arch nemesis, without Googling it, of course. This probably means the show is either doing too many callbacks or not calling back to things I care about.
Sorry I had to blow up your bunker.
Close, but the correct answer was, sorry I had to blow up your bunker while you were still f***ing inside it and with barely enough time to escape, child of my child.
It is I, Cookie Magneto.
Show plays superhero Mad Libs and disguises it as being clever. This will never stand, at least if, Bocce Ball Kitty Pride has anything to say about it. Okay, fine, it's harder than it seems, but I'm still saying how easy it seems.
I'm sorry, do you control things that people agree are cookies?
And does that mean you have barely any powers in England where they call most of them biscuits? Sorry, just adding my 2 cents to the ever-growing examples of Morty being excellent at TVSins. Being that therapist who has an abstract painting of what is clearly a boob on your wall just so I'll point it out and then you can analyze my maternal issues and make me think I'm the one who's just seeing boobs everywhere. That is a boob, you piece of So, about my mom.
I'm a walking target for a never-ending sea of angry nerds that think getting in a fight with me is some kind of, I don't know, platform.
Is he still looking over here? Act like you don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, man, about that book of Boba Fett. Yeah, that was rough. Is he still looking at us?
I am Pissmaster, here to flush the toilet. That is Rick Sanchez.
That's your catchphrase? You're in trouble now, mister, was right there. Also, where's all that urine even coming from? He's got enough of a steady stream to create upward propulsion of his machine while still hosing down the house with a separate deluge. I don't care how much prostament he's running through that thing. There's no way he's getting that kind of flow. With these two fighting, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be rooting for the pants-pissing, ugly-faced, whiny guy or Pissmaster. All these people who are videoing this, I'm gonna say, fight instead of calling the police. I'm not saying filming wouldn't be happening, but I'd like to think a piss-powered alien pummeling a subpar parent would be worthy of calling a higher power before publishing your pictures.
Sorry I sexualized you.
Apology we've been asking for from this show for the last 6 seasons comes out of the mouth of a character named the Pissmaster.
And you're getting a lot of hand clap emojis on white Twitter's impression of black Twitter.
Wow, it's sticky.
Yeah, that means it's found a pure heart it wants to bond with.
Wild. My orbs do the exact same thing.
You guys saw my son-in-law on the news. Now he gets a sticky orb. What's the catch? We're not rubes.
Yeah, your power is well known in our jurisdiction, Rick Sanchez.
Jerry is bestowed with a magic orb that Rick doesn't qualify for because of his infamy in the galaxy. But if they've heard of Rick's exploits, shouldn't they at least have a vague knowledge of an incompetent human that is sometimes with him who inspires calamity and disappointment just by leaving his bedroom and realize he's unworthy of any orbs too? Yes, it'd be quicker to just say we hate Jerry, but I think this is more fun.
The orb is raw power. Trust your heart, Jerry. It will know what to do.
All-powerful item that doesn't have any fixed rules, but instead relies on the power inside you, and for once, can we just be told how things work instead of this hand-wavy emotional BS? Cliché. This orb is emitting a constant high-frequency tone that is not only making me hate its very existence, but is a disqualifying feature from being something anyone would want around them for any amount of time. Like Jerry.
Here's your goddamn suit. I hardwired the orb's infinite energy right into it.
Giving Jerry this much power, even if it is to prove a point to a piece of teenager.
This shooty thing looks cool.
That shooty thing is a nuclear disruptor that can blow up planets.
Okay, I get making the suit to shut everyone up and let Jerry have his time in the superhero spotlight, but arming the suit with a arm-mounted planet killer was 100% your choice, Rick. Jerry would have been content if the thing had a built-in TV remote, soda hat, and fidget spinner.
Space Hitlers are convening on Zeplar Prime.
Oh, That's a problem.
Tackling space Hitlers when we haven't dealt with all of our Earth Hitlers.
Auf Wiedersehen, bad guys.
I don't deny that the galaxy's most evil entities would take up the mantle of Space Hitler, but I do find it hard to believe their conference for all things evil would be so easy to find and destroy by Operation Valkyrie over here.
And there were no other people on the planet.
Are you sure? Because that looks like quite an infrastructure for just a handful of Hitlers. Who were their assistants? Where did they eat? Who ran the internet so that they could leave comments on YouTube videos?
You gotta be f***ing kidding me.
You mean the fact that we haven't seen the Smith family for setting up the couch in the dead center of the room and obstructing possible traffic flow? I know, right? Or maybe we have. You know what? We've literally sinned every episode of this show, so I don't even know anymore. I don't know that it's a sin, but I just want to know more about the booby doodle, okay? It raises many questions both about this therapist and the writers who put it there that we just never get answered. Release the boodle cut. Why is Toast the bad guy on Breakfast Planet? Forks literally slice your egg faces open and let your yolky innards pour out, and you're hanging them on buildings like wreaths at Christmas, you dicks.
The council said I could pick my own bridge crew.
Having free reign on your bridge crew and not even stopping to consider Patrick Stewart for a single solitary second.
Oh me, oh my, can it be? A giant piece of shit I see?
Creating a baddie takes effort and time, so sometimes you settle for a legume that can rhyme. Of course, sinning such things can be equally taxing, but alas, 'tis my job, not this poetical waxing. Meme chasing. Whatever food this is. Rick will now walk in on a dead Pissmaster who's taken his own life because this show has handled tough subject matter so well in the past, why wouldn't they try it again?
Dad? Mom told me you weren't responding to her calls.
And this will be the turning point leading Rick into the Pissmaster Rehabilitation Project. Is the show Trojan horsing a Rick Rehabilitation Project into an episode about a Pissmaster Rehabilitation Project? It doesn't matter. I'm not buying either.
I know I said terrible things about you on my podcast.
Obnoxious millennial skip.
I'm okay, honey. We're good.
This, barely putting any effort into a disguise, works for the rest of the episode.
Make sure you tell everybody Pissmaster saved you.
Out of guilt for being tangentially responsible for Pissmaster's suicide, Pissle Rick decides to create his own Pissmaster suit and send him out in a blaze of glory, instead of going back in time and convincing Jerry's mother that going on a date with Jerry's father is in no one's best interest. Oh, don't act like he's above doing that and just acquiring a Morty from a different universe. Thinking there's more to this world than news, entertainment, life, and video.
Now I'm gonna make a giant bomb, plant it in a city, and then have the suit autopilot the bomb into space. Boom! Everyone will think Pissmaster sacrificed himself.
As powerful as the arts of theatricality and deception are to the uninitiated, it's still a bad idea to model your convoluted plans on disappointing comic book movie climaxes.
I'm tempted to second guess a lot of that, but I think you might be nailing it.
Wait, what? The man just told you he's going to plant a bomb and hope the suit can save the day, and your response is therapy FTW.
But he's Pissmaster.
People change, Jerry.
Thinking that because it's possible for people to change, that it means we're required to let them back into our lives.
I can't stress enough. I'm 8 years old. I have no idea what I'm doing.
And yet, you somehow have a perfectly fitted explosive ordnance disposal suit and some sort of orphan infrastructure established. Look, I know the show's aware of this, but setting up your own jokes like this is asking me to suspend my disbelief as if it were a small family of elephants dangling 5,000 feet in the air from nothing more than a particularly overused elastic band and a crossed finger. Also, does Orphan Island not realize you can be orphaned at all sorts of ages and not just as children? In fact, more elderly people are orphans than kids. Chew on that, the internet.
You were Pissmaster the whole time?
Obviously not, Jerry. I put the suit on once Pissmaster killed...
Rick will now very obviously backpedal and claim that he was Pissmaster the whole time, and everyone will buy it despite it being utter bullshit and not making any of the sense. I guess they just really trust Rick. And or they know there are only 2 minutes left and we need to wrap this shit up.
Why would Rick even prop me up like that?
Jesus, Jerry, Rick did something nice for once, okay? He's obviously trying to change.
You mean, obviously the show is trying some sort of redemption story arc that has never worked in the past and isn't working now. The man discards people and worlds like toilet paper, uses them to clean up his own shit, and then casually eliminates them. I bet he doesn't even look at them before he flushes. What? That's what people do. How are you supposed to know if you're clean if you don't—
Wait, Morty, you have to promise not to tell anyone, but your dad made Pissmaster kill himself.
Ah! What the hell? He killed himself?
Kids.
Wait, you kept the suicide note?
Morty would be excellent at what the f is this episode even trying to tell us about Rick's psychosis sins.
I have a pitch.
We're not going to add Scarlett Johansson.
Not adding Scarlett Johansson.
I can't stop going once I've started. It stings.
I can't hold them off, Rick. There's too many.
Game over, man. It's game over.
Happy?
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
It is I, Cookie Magneto.
Go f yourself.
If you fight this guy, I'm either an asshole for not helping or an asshole for helping.
What do you say we cut the chit-chat? A-hole.
Beware my power. Green Lantern's light. Oh me, oh my, can it be a giant piece of shit I see?
Wait! Who are you?
I'm Batman.
Well, Thor's taking on a squadron down on 6th.
And he didn't invite me.
Orphan Island, a city populated entirely by orphans, now sits on the brink of doom.
It's a hard knock life for us.
I found him dead and I put on his suit, but look at this. He literally blames your dad.
Wow, the plot thickens. Didn't even know you had a plot.